So, hello everyone, you see the Naruto opening, but I was expecting this day was of course the Golden Kamuy opening, right? And I said here immediately, I love Golden Kamuy, you love Golden Kamuy, right? This is, I'm gonna be the only, I feel like subscribe button guy, because if you like Golden Kamuy, subscribe to my channel, because I feel I'm gonna be like the only one talking about this anime. Like, I love Golden Kamuy, it's in one of my top 10 animes, right? In my 3x3, I leveled it for my 3x3 anime chart, right? I put Golden Kamuy there. I had season 1 as the best anime that year. I really love Golden Kamuy, and I just can't. It pains me dearly. It pains me massively that I see, obviously, Chainsaw Man. It's got this second coming of Christ, right? Extremely hyped, right? Bleach. I like Bleach too. It was behind me. Is that right? I mean, I love Mob Psycho. Don't get me wrong, Mob Psycho, an amazing anime as well, right? So I'm not saying all the animes are bad. This anime is so hyped. This season is so crazy hyped. But god damn it, man, do I just wanna love Golden Kamuy, right? So I feel like I'm the only person that is being like Golden Kamuy, guys. So we're gonna do a Golden Kamuy opening reaction, of course, episode as well. But this video is to open then, so check out the links below and also up here, I guess, for the actual the episode reaction. Right? But seriously, I feel I'm like the only person that remembers this anime is out. So let's see if anyone else was like Golden Kamuy season opening 4 reaction then. But anyway, that's it. Let's start watching it. Let's break down the opening and so on. So 3, 2, 1, and go. It's English? So far it's English, yeah. Find a way. In the life, okay. Oh, Sugemoto! Man, I cried just for the Naruto opening, but let's see if I cried this one. I don't think so, but... Oh, so many good... Oh, there he is! So many good antagonists in anime! God, I'm getting hype goosebumps though! Yeah. Okay, now it's Japanese. Oof, Ogata, man. Suda-san! There he is, the psychopath, #1 psychopath in anime. Who watch old Kenshin. I love this rap. All of them are doing like black and white rap thing. This is when they meet each other at the ice, yeah. And they're like, yeah, I need to be pissed off. I need the shower. Oh my god, I'm so happy here in the opening now. I see it, Pashan. She's so happy here. Sugemoto's so happy. He's like, yeah, we feel together again, girl. Yeah, and now it's all blood there, right? Exactly. It's gonna be all happy into like massive bloodbath instead. Yeah. This anime. Oh, a nice flower bed. It's his own. It's going Game of Thrones thing. It's own like Iron Throne. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, this is in the Russian. It's like flexing, or when they had the utter thing. Oh yeah. They're pretty men were there. So then there has to be a new antagonist though, probably. Yes, a new prisoner, right? With the long hair there. Man, I feel the hype, guys. Seriously, I feel the hype. I love this anime, man. I just can't wait for no one else talking about it. I can't wait for like I'm with that guy, but I can't wait, right, for no one else to know this anime exists, right? It's a great anime. But first of all, let's break down the opening as always, and I want to go back to this thing here first and foremost. Because this clearly, right, is a new bad guy, right? I mean, he might be a good person, but I feel this is like the only new character in the opening, and the guys next to him, right? But they're probably prisoners, right? They have the tattoos, so I guess this is the opening introducing, yeah, 3 new antagonists, probably. But this pretty boy is probably the main antagonist, right? Of the new guys. That being said, I mean, we still have like all the other bad guys left, so he might actually be an ally spot, but I don't think so. I mean, he's gonna be some murderer psychopath, right? I mean, it's from the prison. It's gonna be one of the, one of the many bloodthirsty characters in this anime, right? So I very much doubt it, but you know what I mean? It's like he might be a good person, but anyway, he's like the only, I think, new character, right, in the opening. Anyway, let's go back to the opening here. So I really loved this part of the opening, right? And they will get the text and they're like, yeah! Yeah, Golden Kamuy! The Sugemoto's like, oh yeah! Woo! Reunion! Let's of course end the last season, right? So this get the Golden Kamuy text, and then they go into this, super happy face, right? Yeah, they're doing this like, yeah! And this is so good. It's a lot of anime because, Sugemoto's here. He's like, oh yeah! This is the best shit ever! He's doing that, right? And then the very next scene is like all bloodbath, right? It's this classic Golden Kamuy that it goes from this like super happy, everyone is celebrating, it's like a bed of flowers, they're like, woo! best day ever. The next scene is like just like a massacre. It's not a weird, comedy in this anime. It's not a weird anime. So they go from this super happy scene, and then in the very next scene, right, we see, the old man, Kenshin is out like killing everyone. The old man, they're like slaying a civilization, right? It's like genocide, right? Yeah, it's like, oh my god, it's terrible. Everyone is dying. And then, in the next scene, it's like, remember the flower bed. It's so crazy. No, but I love this anime. But this I think is so funny too, right? Because, again, this anime is so good. The episode's gonna be great as well, right? But this is so good, this anime, because it's so good at like mixturing this, insane, weird happiness of like, oh shit, this food is great, or whatever, right? Yeah, they're eating this food, they find this amazing, garden of flowers or whatever, and everyone is so happy, and it's like, yes! And then the very next scene, right, it's like a genocide, someone gets murdered, or it's like an R-seed, or it's like some weird shit happens. Someone betrays someone, right? And then the very next again, they're like, yeah, Joey butt party. Yeah, like this was anime is so weird because it might be one of the weirdest, animes, right? Where they had this constant contra. I guess it is somewhat similar to, for example, Made in Abyss in a way, right? But Made in Abyss is more like kawaii, and then it goes into, grotesque horror, right? This anime is more weird from like, oh, it's like super happy into some weird, fighting. But they're kind of similar, I guess. Especially my mind here. Made an Abyss feel to it. It goes for this back and forth, right? And of course, you see my main boy, right? My favorite character. He's on the ship. He's a Sarai. It's Suda-san called Ogata. Arguably the best psychopath in anime history. He's extremely well written and voiced by one of my absolute favorite voice actors, of course, Kenru Suda-san. So I love his performance. I think that his best performance, right? Suda's done a lot of cool characters. He's basically always the bad guy or an anti-hero like an ID. But I think that this is his best performance, more or less, right? When he's playing Ogata, it's just the perfect like cast psychopath voice thing. And obviously Ogata survived in the end last season, and that's the character I am most interested in seeing what's happening more with Ogata and his storyline and so on, right? So. Man, I love me some Ogata. And before that, we also have them all like in this weird black thing, right? And this is one thing I really love with Golden Kamuy. I said it for years, right? I love how the antagonists are competent. Yes, they're crazy, right? They're nutcases, right? But generally speaking, right? In so many other animes, not just animes, but I always say this thing with Golden Kamuy. In so many other shows, you have. The bad guy, they lose, right, because they're the bad guy, but they lose it because they do a dumb mistake, right? They pick up the idiot ball, and they fumble their plan or whatever, right? But in Golden Kamuy, like, every character is, some of them are crazy, of course, mentally insane, but still, though, they're all very, very competent, and the reason they fumble isn't because they just accidentally ruin their own plan, it's because, they have some conflict, or, I think the strength, right, is that they have so many characters, and they're all quite competent, and they're all kind of betrayed, so the reason they fail is because there's like 3-4 other bad guys, and they all have their own faction, right? That's why the bad guy can fail, because the other bad guys will come in and interrupt them, or whatever, right? So, it's never on the competence weakness, right? I mean, basically every other anime, if it's the bad guy should have won, I mean, like almost every other anime ever, the bad guy should win, but of course they lose because the main character has plot armor or luck or whatever. But I think Golden Kamuy is like that one anime, right, where there's so many great characters or antagonists, and they're awesome, and it feels like they actually are good antagonists, they're properly competent antagonists. That's why I love it so much. But anyway, guys, please check out the actual video, of course. Check out the narrative video. I didn't know it was going to be a narrative 20 years, but I cried for that, with the Uriah Sensei freaking sign. That was awesome. One of the opening reaction. It was very nostalgic, yeah. They played all the best opening songs for Naruto. I was like, oh my god, this is so emotional. But anyway, guys, check out, of course, the video coming up soon here with our episode as well. And see you guys and have a great day.